talking part 2 of pay-per-view review, Starrcade 95, 96, 97, 98 of Top Row Reality, episode 102.
That is correct.
And let's start off with Starrcade 95, December 27th, 1995. And one of 2 dark matches, one of 3 dark matches, which we'll tell you in a few minutes.
Oh, that's right.
We have Diamond Dallas Page, DDP, defeating Dave Sullivan with no time because they couldn't care less.
They could not care less. The next was the American Males, Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Scotty Riggs, which are basically Chippendales. Defeated the Blue Bloods, Lord Stephen Regal, and Earl Robert Eaton. With no time.
Yeah, we got Earl Robert Eaton.
Yeah, you can't forget that, man.
I can see on the network for only $9.99 until they up the price.
Well, you can't see the dark match, though.
Oh, maybe on the pay.
I don't know.
Never know, no. Maybe a special edition. Up next, to start off the pay-per-view, was Jushin Thunder Liger with Sonny Onoo. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Oh, Lord, here we go with this weird stuff. He defeated Chris Benoit from WCW. It was the World Cup of Wrestling. As New Japan was 1-up in 10 minutes and 29 seconds.
Next, you had Koji Kanemoto. It's pretty doggone close. It's Kane, that's Moto.
I think it's Kanemoto.
Kanemoto. With Sonny Onoo. He's with everybody, apparently, from
Who is Japan, yes.
New Japan Pro Wrestling defeated Alex Wright, who is, it says WCW, but if it's a World Cup, then he would be from, like, Germany. But, okay.
But I think it's just New Japan taking on WCW.
Apparently. Yeah. Alex Wright from WCW, and he lost, so it's 0-2. New Japan is up 2-0 on that one. And that is 11 minutes and 44 seconds.
Up next was Lex Luger, the total package, with Jimmy Hart, representing WCW, defeated Masahiro Chono with Sonny Onoo of New Japan Pro Wrestling, as now it's 2-1 in New Japan's corner of the World Cup of Wrestling in 6 minutes and 41 seconds.
Yes, Lex Luger, who I think at this time was with Jimmy Hart because he was with the Dungeon of Doom, which is awful. Why would you put Lex Luger with the Dungeon of Doom?
She's a total package of doom.
Stupid. 6 match was Johnny B. Bad with Diamond Doll, who's the booty babe, who is Kimberly Page from WCW, defeated Masa Saito with Sonny Onoo from New Japan by disqualification. So we're now even 2-2. 5 minutes and 52 seconds.
I hope Sonny Onoo was getting good pay because he's out there with every match, ain't he?
Every one of them.
Seems that way. And the next one is, here we go again, Shinjiro Otani.
Sure, why not?
With Sonny Onoo of New Japan Pro Wrestling defeated Eddy Guerrero of WCW, making it 3-2 in New Japan's favor in 13 minutes and 43 seconds.
Your 8th match, you had Randy Macho Man Savage representing WCW defeating Yorohushi Tenzan.
Yes, I'd say yes.
Tenzan. With Sonny Onoo representing New Japan. He's very busy. He might as well just stay out there.
He should have. Just let people go past and just pick him up and go into the ring.
Right. Now we're 3-3. We're even now. 6 minutes and 55 seconds in the World Cup of Wrestling.
Up next is the Nature Boy Ric.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Sorry. Don't toss the Kirsten. Up next is Sting. WCW defeated Kensuke Sasaki with Sonny Onoo, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and we're up. WCW finally took ahead 4-3 in 6 minutes and 52 seconds.
Now we've got Ric Flair defeating Lex Luger and Sting, who both already fought.
And Sting just fought.
And Luger already fought too.
But Sting just fought.
Sting just fought.
He won, and they had to stay out there for the triangle match.
A triangle match, which is a triple threat, people.
Yes.
To determine the challenger for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And that match, after being out there for 6 minutes and 52 seconds, Sting lasted 28 minutes, 3 seconds in a losing effort. And then Ric Flair had to go straight into another match.
Yes, defeating Randy Savage, who was the WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Who had already fought before, too.
Who just fought a while ago, yes. In 8 minutes and 41 seconds.
Not really fair for Randy Savage to have to face someone, beat somebody, and then lose his title later on.
So Savage wrestled twice, Sting wrestled twice, Flair wrestled twice, and Luger wrestled twice.
That's correct.
That's very weird.
That is correct. And the last match, the 12th match of the night, but oddly enough, the dark match. One Man Gang defeated someone who already wrestled,
Sting.
There you go. Kenzu Sasaki, so he lost twice tonight then.
He did.
Who was the WCW United States Champion. So One Man Gang in a dark match won the U.S. Championship with no time determined. So I'm hoping that they filmed this and like put it on the highlights on Saturday night, WCW Saturday Night or something, so that you could at least explain how the title changed hands.
No telling. They might have had a video of it. No telling.
Horrible.
Up next is Starrcade 96, December 29th, 1996. And we had no dark match. We made it for the 3 while ago. We had none this time. And we started off for the Cruiserweight J Crown Cruiserweight
The J Crown and the Cruiserweight Championship.
Unification match.
Woo.
It lasted 18 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, what did start off here? As we had the we had the J Crown champion Ultimo Dragon with Sonny Onoo. I think he just stayed out there for a year.
For a whole year.
He defeated Dean Malenko, who was the Cruiserweight champion. And like I said, 18 minutes and 30 seconds.
Second match. This is so weird. Akira Hokuto. I'm good with it. With Sonny Onoo. And Kizu Sasaki. Close enough.
Yeah.
Defeated Madusa. Oh, that's a woman. Oh, that was I was like, what?
Yeah.
That was a dude's name. Anyway, for the vacant WCW Women's Championship, 7 minutes and 6 seconds. That is weird.
I think she must, because I can't tell you anybody else who was the WCW Women's Champion.
Right. It didn't last very long.
I didn't know Madusa was even, if she even ever was.
But yeah, so Sonny Onoo out there 2 times in a row.
But not anymore.
Oh, we're done with that.
Up next was Jushin Thunder Liger defeating Rey Mysterio Jr. in 14 minutes and 16 seconds.
Liger was a face at this point, I guess, so that's why Sonny Onoo didn't come out with it. The 4th match was Jeff Jarrett defeating Chris Benoit with Woman in a no DQ match, 13 minutes, 48 seconds. They really like Jeff Jarrett, didn't
they? They did. The 5th match was a tag team match. It was the Outsiders, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, the WCW World Tag Team Champions with 6-pack.
With just 6. Just 6.
And how it goes? 6? 6 where? 6. Defeated the Faces of Fear, Ming and the Barbarian with Jimmy Hart in 11 minutes and 52 seconds.
Next, you've got Eddie Guerrero defeating DDP for the 2 vacant titles tonight. For the vacant U.S. Championship match. And 15 minutes and 20 seconds. So Eddie Guerrero, your new U.S. champion.
Yeah, I wonder if that's been before. They just took it off the Japanese dude from before. I mean, took it off One Man Gang before. In your 7th match of Starrcade 96, it was Lex Luger defeating the Giant in 13 minutes and 23 seconds.
And your main event.
Did we have Lex Luger beat the Giants in our tournament?
Probably. Yeah. And your main event, a rehash of WWE matches, you had Roddy Piper defeating Hollywood Hogan with Ted DiBiase in 15 minutes and 27 seconds.
But what is missing from this pay-per-view?
The world title.
Very good.
Very good. Who was the world champion, though?
Mm.
We'll have to find out.
I know. No Flair.
No Flair.
No Sting.
No Sting.
Go.
December 28th. I was supposed to say Starrcade first.
Yes,
Starrcade 97. December 28th, 1997. You had your first match. Eddie Guerrero, the Cruiserweight champion, defeating and retaining his championship, defeating Dean Malenko, 14 minutes and 57 seconds.
Up next was Scott Norton, Vincent, and Randy Savage.
I'm sorry, Randy.
With Miss Elizabeth defeating the Steiner Brothers and Ray Traylor with Ted DiBiase in a 6-man tag action in 11 minutes and 6 seconds.
This is after Ted and Ray Traylor left the NWO.
Yeah. The Steiner Brothers and Big Boss Man.
Yes.
And up here you got Scott Norton, Virgil, and Randy. Boy, they really hate Randy Savage, didn't they?
They did. They really did. But they won, though.
If I was Miss Elizabeth, I was like, I'm not even going out there for that one.
But they won,
though. It was all NWO.
Yes. The 3rd match was Goldberg defeating, and keep going on his undefeated streak, defeating Mongo McMichaels in 5 minutes and 59 seconds. Nobody cares.
Pretty bad, ain't it?
It is.
The next match is Saturn with Raven defeated Chris Benoit in a Ravens Rules match in 10 minutes and 50 seconds. I see why Benoit left.
Right.
Has he not won a match this any of these Starrcades here?
No.
Not at all.
The 5th match was Buff the Stuff Bagwell defeating Lex Luger in 16 minutes and 36 seconds.
And then 2 months later, they were a tag team.
Of course. Well, that was later on, like around 2000, 2001.
Oh, that late, huh?
Yes.
The next match was
Totally
DDP defeating the United States champion Kurt Hennig in 10 minutes and 52 seconds.
Seventh match was Larry, the Living Legend Zbyszko, defeating Eric Bischoff, who was brought to the ring by Scott Hall. By disqualification, Bret Hart was the guest referee, and Bischoff won. He would get complete control of WCW Monday Nitro. Zbyszko won. He would face Scott Hall at Sold Out, and it lasted 11 minutes and 12 seconds.
And in your main event, in the 8th match of the evening, it was for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. It lasted 12 minutes and 53 seconds as Sting defeated Hollywood Hogan, who was the champion, become the new WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Exactly. Am I going next?
You're going next. I did the first
Starrcade 98. December the 27th. At least they're consistent on the date.
I know, and you said they're going to... Starrcades are going up in year, and the dates are going down in years.
But still, I mean, at least they're consistent.
They are consistent. They're on the same weekend, yeah.
Same weekend. December the 27th, 1998, your first match. They all about people wrestling multiple times at Starrcade. Your first match was Billy Kidman, who...
I had enough people. Hell, there was 30 people in the NWO. Can't get
This was a triangle match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Lasted 14 minutes and 55 seconds. Billy Kidman retained his championship by defeating Rey Mysterio Jr. and Juventud Guerrero.
And then they said, hold your horses, Billy Fat Kidman. You're going to defend your Cruiserweight title again against Eddie Guerrero, which you will beat in 10 minutes and 49 seconds.
What? So he won 2 matches in a row.
Yeah.
Looked like they were trying to push him, huh?
Against Hoovy, Ray, and Eddie. That's a pretty
That's
good.
a hoo-hoo.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good from Fat Kidman.
Not an owl over here, but a hoo-hoo. Okay. Next, we have the third match. Norman Smiley. Don't hate.
I'm not going to hate no one.
Don't hate. Oh, we're hating on Norman Smiley. We're hating on hoo-hoo.
Don't hate no hoo-hoo.
Okay. Norman Smiley defeated Prince Iron King. I'm sorry, Prince Iron King. They could have done so much more with him.
They could have.
And that, whoa.
It's way up here, 11.
11 minutes and 31 seconds.
You had to go hunt that one, didn't you?
Way over there.
Oh, God. In the next match,
You always get this guy.
Perry Saturn defeated Ernest Miller with Sonny Onoo.
Sonny Onoo!
He's back, baby. He's back.
He's out for a whole year.
In 7 minutes and 7 seconds.
Next, you had Brian Adams and Scott Norton with Vincent of the NWO defeating Fit Finlay and Jerry Flynn. Wow. That's a who's who right there.
Yes.
In 8 minutes and 56 seconds. Jabber number 1, Jerry Flynn. They figured, hey, we'll get close to the name Jerry Lynn and hope for the best. Not really, guys.
No, sorry.
Woo. That guy was a flop. Flop in a pan.
It could be worse. Could be Mr. JL. So.
Well, I mean, at least he went to ECW and did a lot of stuff.
Yes, he did. Thank goodness for Jerry Flynn. Your next match was for the WC. That's hard to do, the WC.
But it's easy to go WCW.
Yeah, World Television Championship. You know, NXT should have a television championship.
They should.
They should.
Or a network championship. Oh.
That would work.
That would be interesting.
It was 7 minutes and 27 seconds as your television champion Conan defeated Chris Jericho.
Woo.
In fact, I had to show up and interrupt the Rock.
Right. Your 7th match, Eric Bischoff got 2 years in a row in a match. What are you, Vince McMahon? Defeated Ric Flair. So you lose to Larry Zbyszko, but you can beat Flair. What in the world? Should have been the opposite, but okay.
You lose to the ADB champion, but you lose.
But you beat the NWA champion.
Wow.
So he beat Ric Flair in 7 minutes and 8 seconds. That was like a 7 minute too long of a match.
In your next match, in the 8th match on the card, it was DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, defeating the Giant in 12 minutes 45 seconds. That's like his career now.
He loses all the time,
Yeah, he won the title when he first came in there, hey, and then nothing.
Nothing. And in your main event, Kevin Nash defeated Goldberg.
No, that's not the... I think the shock stick.
I don't know, but he beat him.
Put it on it's a no disqualification match. I probably could have done
But either way, Goldberg lost, so I guess this is what he lost. So he lost his first match. And so Kevin Nash is now your new WCW World Heavyweight Champion, and the match lasted 11 minutes and 20 seconds.
And I bet you, if I'm thinking correctly, folks,
what do you think?
The finger poke of doom was coming up.
Pretty soon. But it wasn't on Starrcade, it was on like Raw or something.
Raw.
Not Raw.
Am I missing? I need to go watch the network.
It's the only
on Raw.
competition. Anyway,
It was probably the next night on Nitro. If you go back and look, it's probably the December 28th Raw. Oh, there I go, got Raw. Nitro? It's on Raw. It's a big shock, folks. It's been on Raw.
It was Raw the whole time. You just didn't know it.
Yeah, so if you look at the letters and circle and then cross out some, it's Raw.
You can't have Nitro without Raw because the letter R is in it.
That's true.
But, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for part 2. And in part number 3, where we talk about it.
Yes, we're going to redo a pay-per-view.
So we reviewed pay-per-view, and now we're going to redo pay-per-view.
Yeah, we did that last year. We picked. We had
a draft like we did last 2 weeks ago.
We used to do on every organization. Now we're just going to keep the same draft and change up pay-per-views. So the same people here, maybe in Halloween Havoc, which is going to be Halloween Havoc pay-per-view.
Yes, so we're sticking with WCW. We're doing Starrcade on part 2, and in part 3 we're about to do Halloween
Now,
Havoc.
next time we do a redo pay-per-view, it's going to be the same people, but it may be an ECW pay-per-view,
Anarchy Rules,
or AWA pay-per-view, or even a WWF pay-per-view, or TNA. How about a TNA pay-per-view? But then we're going to do that. We're also going to do countdowns.
I mean, TNA can't get any worse.
Can't be. So somebody buys it, they'll be doing a lot better. We're going to do a countdown, folks. 11 times WWE title changed hands at non-televised live events.
It must have got you thinking since Samoa Joe won it on non-televised.
I'm glad he won on
But, I mean, that goes along with what happened there.
It does. And also, we have a new thing. It's called Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down. And we're going to talk about the DVDs planned for 2017.
I saw that. I'm excited.
So are they good? Bad? We're going to talk about them, too.
We will find out.
And that will be it for part 3. So come on back to Top Rope Reality. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm Justin Carter. Carter?
He's Justin Carter.
I'm Justin Carter.
As we redo a pay-per-view. I know. Wake up, get you some coffee. We'll see you in a few clicks.